guys, welcome back to the channel. So you've got me for another video. Sam is currently going to be filming some videos a bit later today for you guys. However, she needs to use her fiance's phone. Her phone doesn't seem to work with YouTube for some reason. So you have me for another video, but Sam will be giving us some content soon. So I do apologise if you're getting a bit sick of me. Anyway, I am talking to you today about emetophobia and how that can sometimes be mistaken for an eating disorder. So I'm going to explain it in a little bit more detail. So Mum and I at the moment, as some of you may know, are finishing the book Cope with Anxiety. So we've been exploring all the different types of anxiety disorders, including phobias. And within the phobias, quite a common phobia, which actually I wasn't aware of affected as many people as it does, is something called emetophobia. So it's the fear of vomiting. It does, so for you to be, what's the word, not prescribed, diagnosed with emetophobia, it's something that starts to affect your everyday living. So most of us don't like being sick, of course. I hate it, but it doesn't affect me on a daily basis that I worry that I will be. It's not a nice thing, but those who suffer with emetophobia, it actually starts affecting their everyday living, and how, you know, places they might go to eat, and things like that, social events, anything like that, and it's extremely anxiety provoking. So they might actually struggle, you know, to go certain places. They might struggle to go out of the house to eat other people's food. There's so many ways that anything can affect people in different ways, but I'm just going to cover kind of like a broad spectrum of it. So those with emetophobia, the focus is mainly, not entirely, but mainly around obviously things they ingest. So it could, for example, be that they have to check the expiry date on everything before they eat it. So even if they go to someone's house, they have to make sure that the food's in date. They have to make sure that it's okay, that it's, you know, there's not going to be something wrong with it. They might also have a fear of eating solid foods. So they might only be able to eat things like liquids. So anything that's been blended, basically. So they might struggle to eat solid foods for the fear that it might cause them to be sick. Another thing is they might fear that liquids they drink might have something untoward in them that might cause them to feel sick. So they might have, I don't want to be too triggering here, so I don't want to go really into it. But yeah, they might fear that basically anything they ingest is going to cause them to be sick. So if we look at this on the other spectrum, I feel like emetophobia isn't, you know, many phobias aren't really well known. You know, if you were to learn about every single illness in the world, obviously, you know, most people don't. So there are some smaller kind of disorders that aren't as well known. So for emetophobia, it can actually often be misdiagnosed as an eating disorder, because if you think about it, there's so much focus around food and what someone's putting in their body. And in turn, what can happen is they might find that they do struggle to actually eat. So you can then lose weight. So then what someone sees straight away is someone's having severe anxiety surrounding food, and then they're losing weight, you know, and most people jump to something like anorexia nervosa. And I think that, you know, that's not saying that someone's completely wrong. I think it's just that that's why it's important for people to know that these illnesses are a mental illness and not a physical one. Sorry, just going off tangent there. But yeah, so I think it's quite an important distinction to know, because we personally know people who have contributed to the book and actually in everyday life who have emetophobia. Yeah, and you know, it can be something that's difficult to understand, because like I said, many people don't like being sick. It's, you know, it's like a normal thing, but it's a bit like when anxiety, everyone suffers with a little bit of anxiety and stress here and there, but it's when it starts affecting your everyday life. So yeah, it's just quite an interesting topic really, and you can see how it can be really quickly misdiagnosed as an eating disorder, and that's when people can go into the wrong care and get the wrong treatment because you're not treating the right base of the illness. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, and if you've had any experience or you know of any other illnesses that can be misdiagnosed as something else, I mean, so many mental illnesses share traits from each and other, you know, from other illnesses. So it is something, but that's actually, if you think about it, emetophobia and eating disorders, they're completely different illnesses. It's just that the anxiety is around food or what you're ingesting into your body. So yeah, it's just quite interesting how two completely different illnesses can be mistaken for each other. So anyway, that's just something a bit interesting, and I thought it was just interesting to talk about. So yeah, if you guys have any comments on that or have experienced it yourself, I'd love to know a little bit more. So please do comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you later. Bye.